Alright, quickly got myself a new haircut to look a bit more professional, because today I have my first HelferLine job thingy, like the first customer I will go to now. That was not English. Anyway, I will go to my first customer now. That's better. And I'm already kind of late. Not really, I'm just perfectly in time, but you don't want to be late when you go to a customer, because that's annoying. I have no idea where they are, and I can't call them because HelferLine doesn't allow me, because I can't give them my phone number because they're afraid that I will steal their clients. So basically I'll have to find it with the description they gave me, and that's just an address, and they mentioned the black gate. Anyway, the task I'll have to do is, fix their internet problems. So that should be something that I will manage. And if not, I just don't get paid, whatever. So yeah, okay, let's find that black gate. Success! Alright, that was good. That was actually quite interesting. The solution, okay, first start with the problem. Her problem was that some of the internet pages just didn't load. They said connection timeout. Okay. That's unfortunate because, one of those sites was her university site and she needs to access that. Okay, fine. The way she connects to the internet is we're an Ethernet cable. The house has a really interesting setup. Well, okay, a normal setup. Like they have the router in the basement, well, in the ground floor, with a switch, and from the switch lots of cables go to all the different rooms. It's a big WG, like lots of people live there. And the solution to the problem, and now get this, was to unplug one cable. And then it worked. The time it took me to figure that out was approximately a little less than 2 hours. God damn it. Because I tried a lot of things. I had to try a lot of things. Oh yes, nice backgrounds on. First I checked the Wi-Fi, then step by step I came closer and closer to where the problem is. First I thought it might be, the cable. At some point I already said, okay, it's the switch. Because if I plug myself into the switch, then it doesn't work. And if I plug myself into the router directly, then it does work. Little did I know that it is not the switch. I would have already said, okay, problem solved, get a new switch. But that would have been the wrong decision, because it's not the switch. It was not the switch. It was actually a repeater. A repeater that was supposedly connected with an Ethernet cable. But the repeater connected itself via the Wi-Fi itself. So it didn't need an Ethernet cable. And the Ethernet cable that was plugged in there actually connected to the switch and then made a mess. Because there were two devices that sent to the switch. And it was just, once you unplugged the repeater, it suddenly worked. And I was like, what? Okay, super weird. Can I have a little less? Nah, never mind, it's nice anyway. It celebrates my victory of my first job. I then in the end said that officially my working time was 1 hour 10 instead of 1 hour 40. So I basically gave her half an hour for free. But I can explain. This is not me costing HelferLine money and myself. Yes, I am. I could have totally, said it's the full price to pay. But I kind of felt bad for it because the first hour I was on the completely wrong track. And I don't know, it's just for a solution where you just unplug one cable. And I did spend a lot of time just researching the internet why connection times up, because first I thought it was a software problem. Maybe the computer needs to wait longer for the connection to be okay. So really I was on the wrong track, and I also had to walk a lot in the flat, like up to the repeater, down, then back to her room where the cable comes out, and the cables were not properly numbered. I mean, there was a map of which cable goes where, but the cable that was supposedly going to her room did not exist. Like the number on the cable, it was just not. So, you know, I had to walk a lot, and I also talked with her a bit, and that's why I think it is fair to not charge this half hour. For the amount of work I put in there, I think 1 hour is good. Like, I expected myself to be able to fix it in half an hour. It was 2 hours, so let's charge 1 hour. I mean, that, as I said, personally, and I feel good about this, I don't think I did something wrong, because my contract with HelferLine says that I must not decrease the working time more than what's necessary. Like, I must not unnecessarily decrease the timer, and I don't think that I did that. I feel confident that charging 1 hour for the amount of work I performed there is adequate. And HelferLine, you can challenge me on that. I mean, giving her half an hour for free is a lot of time, but I run my own business since my birthday, so I decided that for my customers, which were, you know, provided by you, it's fine, but still, they're my customers, I charge them, so I think that 1 hour is enough. I mean, she was a student and I didn't want to be unfair, and no, I don't feel that I did something wrong. Anyway, I deserve some breakfast now, and we're gonna make my breakfast a burger. In other news, I did something I don't usually do in Graz. I took the bus instead of the bike. Because in the morning it was just so freaking cold, and I was like, I can't be bothered to take the bike, I'm freezing. So I got myself a 24-hour bus and tram ticket. So I'm just gonna, you know, take the tram and go to university to see my supervisor. While I was waiting, I achieved the 20 golden skills. Oh yeah, look. Whee. Now I wanna know what the next goal is. The next goal is 68. What? Alright, meeting done. But the day is not over yet, because we have to go to a seminar. Yes, let's go to a seminar. Oh, that feels good. I'm being productive today. Like, I'm doing a lot of things. That's good. Oh, nice. The seminar is a hopefully interesting one. It sounds good. It's about body language and improv. Yes, we will do some improv-y stuff in a university seminar. I mean, can it get any better? Probably, but it's already pretty good. Yeah, alright. But for that, I need to, you know, take the bus. I have to wait 9 minutes until it departs, but at least the bus is here and I can be inside and it's warm. Oh, it's so freaking cold outside. Ooh, there's a bank on my way, which means I can put the money that I earned and got in cash on my bank. Oh, good to be back at the Center for Social Competence. Nice, seminar starts in. I don't have to watch here, 5 minutes I think. Well, that was fun! What we did already was somewhat of an improv warm-up game that I already did with the penniless players, where basically you stand in a circle and you have to acknowledge that somebody can go your way, and then you need to find someone else that acknowledges that you can go their way, and only then can you go. This is a chaos in the beginning, but after a while it works. After people figure out that they need to keep track of who wants to go. But yeah, anyway, we also played a really nice game. Like we also knew that, like I also knew that one, basically where you do gesture and say your name so that people remember your name. But we did it in a way where it actually worked so that even I remembered names, because each round we repeated all the names. Like, yeah, it was a long game. Anyway, the course is interesting. The course seems fun because we already do, like, first I would complain that there are not enough breaks, but then on the other hand, we are playing improv games which are like breaks, so it's fine. I don't need more breaks. It's fun. That's how I like my seminars. Like, we basically play improv games, and you get credits. Not like I need them, but I get them. You know, stuff that you get for free is nice. Anyway, now we gotta run. I wanted to take my bike, but then I was like, I don't have a bike here. Because now we continue the improv with the penniless players. Improv already started, I'm already late, so we gotta go to improv. It's a long day, it's a good day. That was nice, but now I'm really exhausted and I do need something to eat. Make your back up. Ah, that was nice. Now I feel a lot better now that I have, you know, eaten. We had fun. Improv guys are funny guys. Anyway, I now have to run to the bus. And there goes my bus. Well, tomorrow I'm most definitely gonna take the bike. Fucking hell.